So the shape of a dragon fruit actually says a lot about how it evolved over time, because dragon fruits were not subject to human selection, and therefore they evolved without being altered by humans. So to understand true chaos, you would have to see a dragon fruit. And I've marked up this image of these dragon fruit. You can see they have some characteristics that are associated with demonic imagery such as sharp spikes, bright, vibrant colors, and here you can see black and white seeds, kind of like bring on like a disease pattern. And so all of these things are associated with chaos and satanic imagery. So dragon fruit are an agent of chaos. And that's especially the case in the Eddic tradition. So the Eddas present a cosmos continually threatened by that which refuses the shaping hand of the Aesir. Ymir's body is ordered into the world. The gods raise the walls, set the sun and moon on their course, and establish the boundaries of Midgard. Whatever remains unshaped, unselected, or defiant of human and divine husbandry retains the character of the primordial chaos. That's very obvious from looking at the dragon fruit that it is not shaped by human hands, unlike the world which was shaped by a divine presence in the Eddic traditions. You can think of that as being a symbolic story for how humans transform the world from chaos to order. Left to its own devices, the world would be very chaotic. Unlike an apple or barley, or the domesticated cattle praised in the Eddic poems, it has never been brought fully under human selection. Its flamboyant magenta and neon green exterior, its leathery scales that can cut the hand, and its alien internal architecture of black seeds suspended in luminous pulp are the visible signs of a form that has escaped the civilizing pressure of cultivation. In Eddic terms, it is unshaped and therefore perilous. The principle of selection and the ordering of the world in the Valsupa. The gods create order from the body of the giant and then set about the further work of differentiation and naming. Human agriculture continues this divine labor by selecting for mild flavor, uniform color, soft skin, and convenient shape. Cultivators impose reign divine or rightful order upon the plant world. Dragon fruit stands outside this process. Its wild ancestors and most commercial cultivators retain the extravagant pigmentation and the sharp overlapping bracts that give the fruit its dragon-like appearance. These traits serve no human aesthetic preference. They are the residue of a tropical ecology indifferent to the taste of northern peoples. The Eddic mind recognizes in such indifference the same refusal of order that characterizes the jötnar who dwell beyond the pale of Asgard and Midgard, and be heaven and earth. Dangerous shape in the imagery of the serpent. The exterior of the dragon fruit is covered in fleshy, pointed scales that readily draw blood when handled carelessly. This morphology recalls the serpentine and draconic forms that populate the Eddic imagery. So the draconic forms would be like the symbol of the dragon, which is a combination of a snake, fire, breathing fire. In the Eddic tradition, dragons breathe poison, and also four-legged creatures that would kill humans, like lions, panthers, large cats, bears. It's a combination of everything that kills humans into one symbol of chaos. In the Prose Edda, Snorri describes the Midgard serpent as a creature whose very form is a threat to the ordered cosmos. Dragon fruit's dangerous shape functions analogously on a smaller scale. It wounds the hand that would claim it, resists easy appointment, and presents an exterior that no reasonable human would have chosen for a food plant. Its appearance is therefore not merely exotic, it's hostile to friendship and peaceful use. Color has a sign of the unnatural. The intense magenta of the skin, and in some varieties the flesh itself, has no parallel among the fruits long domesticated in the north. Eddic poetry associates bright, unnatural, or shifting colors with beings who move between categories, such as Loki in his various disguises. The radiant but destructive gold of the Rhine is the German river. The blood, red and snow of battle. A fruit that flaunts colors never tempered by generations of human preference, signals its independence from the aesthetic and practical norms of Earth. In the dualistic reading that later centuries applied to Eddic material, such independence from the human and by extension the divine order easily acquires the moral coloring of demonic, or what people would now call satanic. In conclusion, from an Eddic standpoint, dragon fruit is satanic not because of any deliberate cultic association, but because it embodies the principles of the unselected and the unshaped. Its crazy colors and dangerous looking form are a visible consequence of its refusal to submit to human husbandry, the same refusal that on a cosmic scale characterizes the forces that will ultimately break the world. In the language of the Eddas, it is a small but telling reminder that not everything in the green world has been brought inside the walls of order. Some things remain, like the serpent beneath the sea or the dragon on the heath, defiantly themselves.